This afternoon's Twins game was basically like a finger painting. And just like a finger painting is technically art, I guess this was technically a Major League Baseball game. Showing you some of the highlights here on the video, but this was an ugly one. And I'm not just saying that because the Twins lost. Tip of the cap to the White Sox for continuously coming back in this game. But this was just ugly. This is ugly. Lots of errors, lots of misplays, a lot of terrible pitching. Just gross. Just a gross game. Let's hear Rocco Baldelli talk about it a bit.
Well, anytime you're not playing clean baseball, it can add up. Anytime you're not playing clean baseball, it can add up. It's a hard way to end a good series because I think we played a lot of good baseball. I think we did way more things the way we want this series than not. These games aren't in hand. You have to finish them and finish them strong, and we didn't finish as strong as we needed to.
And the win probability chart is a really good illustration of how many times it looked like the Twins basically had this game in hand. But, credit to the White Sox. They came back, but the Twins kind of gave it back to them as well. And the Twins end up losing 9-8 in extra innings, almost a 4-hour baseball game. And again, very sloppy game. Rise had 4 hits. And, there were positives. Jorge Polanco had a pair of home runs. Urshela had a big home run. But the pitching staff just could not get it done. Joe Ryan, it took him 85 pitches just to go 4 innings. He was not sharp. And then the bullpen, again, just kept giving up lead after lead. A couple blown saves and a loss there. And I don't want to talk about this game anymore. Cut the cheesy music. Let's get into the serious stuff, the minor league stuff. This is why we're here, baby. And Cade Povich was incredible. You strike out 11 guys like Cade Povich did today, and I'm going to be excited to talk about you. Ties a career high with 11 strikeouts. This was the Twins' third-round pick out of Nebraska last year. He now has a 12.3 K per 9 on the season for Cedar Rapids. He was sitting 94 miles per hour with his fastball. He also throws a slider, a curveball, and a changeup. And really, his sliders, he can kind of throw that 2 different ways. Sometimes it's a little sharper, looks more like a cutter, and then a little more sweepery looking at times. Good command, though, of Cade Povich. So, a great performance out of him today. 11 strikeouts in just 5 innings. Very impressive. Great to see him pitching so well. But, he did give up some damage as well, so it's not like this is a guy, this is, again, he was just drafted last year. This is his first full professional season. He still has quite a bit to prove. I think he's right where he needs to be in Cedar Rapids. That was kind of an aggressive assignment for him out the gate as it is, but, as you can see, he's left-handed. The Twins could use some kind of left-handed pitchers in their pipeline. But unfortunately, the Kernels lost in this one. His catcher, Pat Winkle, was really the only guy who had a nice game offensively with a 3-hit game. But there you see Povich with 11 strikeouts in 5 innings. He did give up 5 runs, though 3 were earned, a couple home runs, and he has a 3.96 ERA that you see there. So he does have some work to do, but the stuff is on point for Cade Povich so far. Very excited about him going forward. To St. Paul, I'm going to mix up the order a little bit because I want to talk about Povich early. But unfortunately, the Saints lost on a walk-off in Louisville. Jake Cave had a grand slam, so he continues just his incredible streak. Tim Beckham is also just crazy hot right now for them. Cole Sands started this game. It wasn't a banner start, but he struck out 7 in 5 innings. That's a nice sign. And he's healthy and he's pitching. That's just, there's been so many pitching prospects that have gone down the last couple of years. Can't get better on the IL, so it's good to see Sands just going out there every game. Wind Surge also lose. Unfortunately, Matt Wallner, the most intimidating leadoff hitter of all time, I think, had a hit and a walk. Edouard Julien had a couple hits, and Andrew Bechtold had 3 hits, including the only extra base hit. Louis Varland, another guy taking his turn in the rotation every time. 6 strikeouts in 6 innings, 4 run, but only 3 earned. And you see his ERA is 3.50 for the Wind Surge this year. He has a 10.6 K per 9. And Fort Myers was rained out. Unfortunately, they will play a doubleheader tomorrow. Thank you so much for checking this out. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing. We will talk again tomorrow.